Hi everyone, welcome to day 2. Yeah, lovely to see you again. Thanks very much for watching my video. I hope that you're all well, and let's get started. So I've got a blanket and 2 blocks on my strap today. We're going to be up on our knees in a little bit, so if you've got sore knees, then a blanket is great just to kind of stick in the middle of the mat. We're going to start in a seated position today, so cross-legged. If this is really just not comfortable for you, then perhaps you want to do staff pose. But I really would recommend just trying a blanket or a pillow, couple of pillows. And if you sit up, it really kind of lifts up the hips and allows the knees to come down. But let's begin. So, hands on the knees or thighs, or perhaps you have palm on top of palm, just resting in your lap. Soften the gaze, perhaps even close the eyes. And we're just going to take a moment or two just to focus in on our breath. You can even put your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your belly. If you'd like to feel the sensations of the rise and fall of the chest. Or once again, perhaps you just draw your attention to the sound of the breath. Or maybe the sensation of the air coming in as you inhale and going out as you exhale. Just take this moment to be proud of yourself. Day 2, you came back, amazing. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so pleased to be sharing this journey with you. And I know it's virtually, but I still feel it. And we're just going to, through the nose, take an inhalation, and then through the nose or mouth, exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. One more. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Wonderful. Slowly open the eyes. And we're just going to bring our hands to our knees, and we're just going to start with some hip circles. We can incorporate the breath as we come forward. We inhale. As we go around, we exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really think about drawing the chest forward. And as you go round, you round the spine. Reverse the circle. I like to talk a lot. You might, through this journey with me, you will realize this. And my friends will be so shocked. But yeah. Wonderful. Come back to stillness. We're going to place our hands on our shoulders, and we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. And just imagine you've got these pens or paints or something on your elbows. You're drawing massive circles, really opening up through that shoulder joint. Reverse it. And I apologize about my cuckoo clock. You will come to be very familiar with it. Wonderful. And release that. We're just going to do some neck rolls as well. So to begin with, we're going to turn our head to the right, and then we're going to drop the chin, and then we're going to move the chin kind of along the collarbone, imagining, and then come up to the left side, and then release release the chin down, come around the chest, up to the right. One more time. Down, like you're tracing that collarbone, and back up. And then from here, we're going to go over. So we're looking at our left side. We're going to look up and over to the right. Up, over to the left. And then one more time, back over to the right. And then perhaps we just do a couple of full circles. So do a couple one way. And then a couple the other way. Yeah, nice. And come back to center. Excellent. Hands by the side. We're going to inhale. Both hands come back up. And then we're going to drop the right hand and side bend over to that right. Remember the blocks if you need them. Inhale, come back up to center, both hands up. Left hand comes down and we side bend over to the right, left, excuse me. Back up to center one more time. Release that right hand. Open up through that left side. Come back up to center on that inhale. Exhale, release the left hand. Stretch open the right side. And then inhale as you come up, palms together, palms at the heart center. Wonderful. Right hand comes just behind that right sitting bone. Left hand to that right knee. We inhale, we expand, we get space, and then we exhale into that space. And remember, we want to twist from the ribs, the lower ribs. The lower back is staying still. Take another inhale here. And as we exhale, come back to center. Left hand comes behind the left sitting bone. The fingertips can be on the floor. And the right hand to that left knee. Inhale, space. Exhale into the space. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, we come back to center. Wonderful. Let's get into a tabletop position. So this is where, if you've got sensitive knees, or you haven't and you just want to use a blanket, you might want to put your blanket out so that you can kneel on them. So, tabletop position. We've got our hips over our knees and our shoulders over our wrists. And I got that right. And that's very rare that I get that right. So I'm winning in life today. Fabulous. So we're in our tabletop position. So if you were with me yesterday, we did those seated cat-cows. We're going to do those in our tabletop position. So we drop the belly, and as we drop the belly, we stick the tailbone out. Okay, and we raise the gaze. So this is our cow pose. And then we're going to, starting from that tailbone, we start to tuck, we draw the belly up, draw the belly button up to the spine, we round through the spine, and we drop the head and the neck. Our cat pose. So with the breath, we inhale, drop the belly, tailbone goes out, head and face come up. And then we exhale, we round through the spine. And I'm pushing my hands into the ground nice and lightly. My feet are pushing into the ground. I'm really pushing the ground away. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round through the spine. And release the head and neck. Wonderful. Come back to neutral spine. Now we're just going to do a little bit of funky movement. So we're just going to come backwards and forwards if you want. Move the tailbone, the hips. We just really want to get into all areas of the spine. So you might come into a child's pose, and then you might come up, and maybe you drop the belly and you open up, to get your flexion, and then maybe your extension. But you know what? There's no right and wrong here. There is just you feeling your body, you opening your body, you creating space, creating movement, finding what feels good. And that isn't mine, so I can't take that. Wonderful. Come back to neutral spine. Lovely. Just found a little bit of pumpkin a couple of days after that, and I'm still finding it everywhere. So we're going to lift up the right leg, bend the knee, and we're simply going to do some hip circles. Big or small, whatever's comfortable. Reverse the circle. Yeah. Try not to collapse into the shoulders, so we're still pushing the ground away. Fabulous. Come to stillness, the leg is still lifted. Now I want to bring my right foot onto the outside of my right hand, okay? So I'm going to bring it up and step it through. Now if you won't bring it up and you get to about here, then get that right hand, grab the ankle and just step it through, okay? So I'll give you a little front look of what this looks like. Okay, so both our hands are on the inside of that right foot. And then what we're simply going to do is we're just going to rock backwards and forwards. Backwards, we straighten that right leg, and as we extend forwards, we sink into the hips. Backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. One more time. Backwards and forwards. Wonderful, wonderful. Make sure the hands are planted, and we're just going to step that right foot back, release the knee. We're just going to sit back for a second, give those wrists a bit of a twirl, and at any point, if you feel like you just need a bit of a rest on those wrists, then absolutely come back out of it. Fabulous. So we're going to do exactly the same on the second side now. So we're going to lift and extend that left leg, bend the knee, do those hip circles. So remember not to collapse into the shoulders, okay? We're pushing the ground away. Our shoulders are moving apart from each other. Reverse the circle. That right foot as well, you could have it tucked. I prefer for balance to have it untucked. Wonderful. Then we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of that left hand. Remember, if you need to grab it, that's absolutely fine. And then once again, just bring it back and forward. Back and forward. Really allow yourself, when you come back, imagine you're trying to pull the toes up and then sink into the hips. A couple more times. Fab. Yeah. One, lovely. Plant the hands, step that left foot back. Once again, just come off the hands, and we're just going to do one more thing in our tabletop position. So come back to the tabletop. We're going to extend the right leg. We want the leg nice and straight, or as straight as you can get it. And I want you to think about toes are pointing down towards the mat, and you're pushing the heel towards the back of the mat. Okay, so we inhale here, and then we exhale, we bring the knee to the nose. So we're kind of doing that rounding like we did in cat pose. So we inhale, extend, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it in. One more. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it in, and release. Second side. Left leg comes out. Take an inhale here, And then exhale, bring the knee as close as you can to the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come in. Inhale, extend. Remember to push down through the hands. Exhale, come in. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come in. Fab, and release. Come back off of those hands again. We're going to do that again, but we're going to add something extra. You can do that option another time if you would like, or we're going to add in the arm, okay? So, come back to your tabletop. Remember, hips over knees. I'm going to do it again. Shoulders over wrists. Yes. So, we are pushing down. Our shoulders, we're getting protraction. Okay, so we have a nice neutral spine. I like to keep my eyes or my drishti, okay, down in between my hands. That way I know I'm not getting any cranking in the neck. If you find that you're wanting to do this, then you might find you get a bit of a sore neck. You also don't want to be looking towards the toes unless we're doing our cat pose. Okay, so we're going to extend that right leg. Stay here, or if it feels comfortable, try to extend the left arm. So it's opposite leg to arm, okay? Take an inhale here, and then exhale, knee and elbow. Try to join as we round through the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come back in, round through that spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come back in. One more time. Inhale, extend. This is hard work. Exhale, come back in. Well done. And release. Fabulous. Come off the arms. Just give the arms a bit of a shake. This is good work, okay? Doing really well. Come back into the tabletop position. We're going to extend through the left leg now, okay? Stay here and do just bringing the knee to the nose, or if you feel like you've got your balance, your tummy is tucked in. Imagine that you're kind of drawing your belly button up towards your spine, okay? It's not a big movement, it's just a little tucking, okay? Just an engagement in that pelvic floor area. Sorry, I will move on. I know your leg is up there. If we want to, we extend the right arm. Left leg, right arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, and release. Come back. Give the wrists a turn. Excuse me, I was going to say shoulders. I knew I'd do that at some point. You can give the shoulders a rub as well, because we use them quite a lot. Fabulous. Well done, guys. Come to sit down. Just going to do a couple of forward folds. So come to sit with feet cross-legged. Maybe sit up on that blanket. Inhale, length. Exhale, just reach forward. Now, this is a great place for blocks. Okay? However, what you want to try to do though is we want to lengthen the spine and we're moving the head forward, okay? So a side view is inhale, length, and then my back is straight as it moves forward. So if I only get this far, wonderful. Then I release the head and the neck, okay? This is going to help with flexibility in the lower back area. If you simply round, and there's a time and a place for that, we're not going to be trying to get flexibility in that lower back area. So we're in our forward fold. Take another inhale. exhale, come back up. Switch the cross of the legs. Funky one in front. Maybe you'll get used to it by the end of the 30 days. Maybe we all will. That'll be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it? Inhale, length. And then exhale, just extend. And then when you feel like you've come as far as you can come with a straight back, then just release the head and the neck and invite a little bit of softness. Well done. Take another inhale. Exhale, come back up. And then swap the legs. Get comfortable. Hands on the shins, knees or thighs, apologies, or balm on top of balm. And we're just going to take in a conscious inhale. And then complete exhale. Another one. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Bring your palms to heart center. Amazing, guys. Day 2, you nailed it. Tomorrow we're going to get up and maybe we'll just start kind of getting into some sun cells. Maybe. But thank you so much for joining me again. You did amazing work today. Drink lots of water, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.